Hi, today I'm reviewing the Dr. Idriss Major Fade Dark Spot Treatment. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase these products with my own money. I'll never waste time to sponsor other videos, so if that's something you're into, like, subscribe, share the video, and check out my newsletter. Okay, so if there's a product for hyperpigmentation, brightening skin, dark spots, melasma, any of that stuff, I'm always on it because I've really got a big bad case of melasma. It's getting much better in time, and in a few days I'm going to do a video on some anti-aging techniques because I think I've really found some things that work, because had I not drastically changed everything I was doing with my skincare, I think I'd probably look like I was 30 years older today than I did had I not changed things. It was going down a deep, dark path of wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, things like that. So, not that those things are bad, but if you can prevent them, why not? So, okay, so they say this is a brightening serum that fades the look of dark spots, discoloration, and hyperpigmentation. Very short and sweet. Okay, on to my first criteria, which is packaging. We've got a little container here, and then in the box there's two of them, although they're still very, very tiny. So there's the refill for it. So to refill it, you twist this one out and insert the new cartridge. So pretty simple. I haven't gotten to the point where I need the new one, but I'm just about at the very bottom of this one. So, okay, in terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, it does not contain any of those. It's also fragrance-free and has no noticeable scent to it. It's manufactured in Canada, so no issues with that. Okay, so on to the ease of use of this one. And I'm not exactly sure why they decided to package it like this. It seems it seems like there would be more efficient ways to package it, but I guess it's pretty. I don't know. So anyway, okay, so they recommend applying it morning and night onto clean, dry skin. So you twist the button up, or actually, I don't think I twist it. It says twist the push button. Oh, and onto the on position, and then click to dispense. Okay, so that makes more sense. So here we go. So a little bit of it. It's almost like a little injector. So a little bit of product, smooth it over your skin after cleansing in the morning and or evening. Personally for me, I only use this in my evening routine. My morning routine is dedicated to protection. And my evening routine is dedicated to correction. So it kind of works out for me that way. So in my morning routine, I really focus on sunscreen and vitamin C. Anything else tends to get in the way with that. If I end up using too many products, it ends up pilling with the sunscreen, and that doesn't look good. And then, so it just seems to work well for me that way. So a little bit of it goes a pretty decent amount of distance. Feels nice on skin. No issues with that. So you can certainly use it all over your face. If you have hyperpigmentation or dark spots on your neck or chest, you can use it there as well, wherever you have dark spots. So it feels nice. I've been focusing on my evening routine with this. I'll apply this after cleansing, and then I'll still use a toner and essence, and then use this in the serum phase. And then after that, I'll use my moisturizer or any other treatment products I want to use. So, yeah, so nice texture, not sticky, not tacky. I could say this probably would work well in your morning routine. And it has some mica and titanium dioxide in there to give it kind of a pearlescent finish. Again, if you're using this in your morning routine, you're going to use sunscreen over it, so I don't think the mica and titanium dioxide were necessarily necessary, but anyway, it does give it a kind of a nice finish. That's kind of a nice shiny finish. So, no issues with that. Okay, let me talk about the beneficial ingredients in here, and I have tried so many brightening products. I've probably tried hundreds of them at this point. I would say hundreds. I've really been into skincare now 5, 6 years, 7 years maybe. I guarantee I've tried hundreds of them. And from time to time, I go through some of my empties and things like that and all of my products. And it's been hundreds. And for me to want to try something new, there must be some ingredient or some reason I want to try it, because I have a lot of ones that are tried and true that have worked for me. And this one did contain an ingredient that I hadn't really seen before or seen very often. So let me talk about that. So first major ingredient, we've got niacinamide. It's anti-acne, it's skin brightening. We've got Alpha-Arbutin, which is an antioxidant and also depigmenting agent. We've got shea butter, which is another antioxidant emollient. We've got squalane, antioxidant, skin identical ingredient. We've got kojic acid, which is an antioxidant. It's actually just a fungus that has brightening potential and inhibits and prevents the formation of tyrosine, which is an amino acid that's needed to produce melanin. So it inhibits it and stops it. So the exciting ingredient here is Brighten Now. I haven't seen it in many products that I can think of. I'm sure it's in others. It's just not been in a ton I've used so far. So this Brighten Now, it's a biotechnology created molecule. It acts as a skin brightening ingredient. It acts as an anti-inflammatory, and also very important, it acts as a photoprotectant ingredient. So that gives it some credence to using it during your morning routine because it's got that photoprotecting ingredient. Although, if you're going to use ascorbic acid is in and of itself probably the best photoprotectant ingredient. It's even better when you combine it with ferulic acid and vitamin E. So, perhaps you could use this and a vitamin C serum together, and that might work well. So that Brighten Now controls the skin tone via the inhibition of melanin synthesis. So it stops melanin from synthesizing in your skin, as well as the modulation of skin brightness, yellowness, and redness. So it is a pretty exciting ingredient. I have a feeling if you suffer from hyperpigmentation or melasma, you've probably used tons of things. You probably used niacinamide, licorice root, tranexamic acid, the arbutin, things like that. So it's always nice to have something else to try because different types of pigmentation issues on different types of skin react differently to different ingredients. So it's always nice to try more and see if it helps. So, okay, next up we've got licorice root, which I just mentioned, which is a brightening ingredient, antioxidant, soothing ingredient. And then finally we've got avocado oil, which is an antioxidant and emollient. So it's got some nice antioxidants in here and brightening ingredients, which maybe make it perfect for daytime use. Okay, in terms of animal testing, this is gluten-free as well as cruelty-free. In terms of performance, so I've been testing it about, I want to say 6 weeks or so. So literally one pump, and I've been focusing mostly on my forehead. That's where most of my hyperpigmentation melasma is. A little bit on my cheeks, but my forehead is my major number one concern. So for what this product promises, it's very simple. It's a brightening serum that fades the look of dark spots, discoloration, and hyperpigmentation. I would say this delivers on all three of those accords. I do believe it's helped brighten my skin up a bit since I started testing it out and adding it to my routine about 6 weeks ago. I think the winner ingredient in this is that Brighten Now. So perhaps if this product's a little bit expensive for you, check out that Brighten Now. What is the actual name for it? Because I'm using their trademark name. Diglucosyl Gallic acid, I think, is the main. That's the star of the show. So if this product's too expensive, it might be worth checking out other products with that star ingredient in here. I've tried tons of other products with niacinamide, Alpha-Arbutin, Kojic acid, licorice root. I've tried tons of them, and they've all helped to some extent. But for me, I think that Brighten Now was the star of the show. I do think it's helped brighten up my forehead. The one thing I dislike about this is I really don't like having mica and titanium dioxide in many products, especially ones I use at night. They're a colorant. I don't really care if my serum is pearlescent looking or not, but some people maybe like it. I could care less, especially when I put 10 gazillion more layers over it anyway, but maybe not everyone does that. So, okay, so for acne-prone skin, we've got a few ingredients of note. We've got Squalane, Dimethicone, cetyl alcohol, avocado oil, and hexylene glycol. So 5. So it's quite a few. So if you have very acne-prone skin, perhaps using this more as a spot treatment might be the way to go, as opposed to all over. I've really been focusing this one on my forehead. So there we go. Okay, in terms of the price, it's really expensive for something that's not even a full ounce. So we get 28 milliliters, 0.96 ounces. So, and then it's $68. I picked it up on sale, so that helps. But for something that's not even an ounce, it's ridiculously expensive in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, it's pricey for the amount you get. And last but not least, the it factor. There's some close dupes and alternatives I want to mention. The Topicals Faded, which was one of my absolute favorites until they changed it and added fragrance to it. If you can tolerate the fragrance in it, the Topicals Faded is amazing. The Peter Thomas Roth Niacinamide Discoloration Correction Treatment is another alternative, which is wonderful. That one's even more expensive, though. The new Peter Thomas Roth Potent C Niacinamide Discoloration Correction Treatment, which just came to me last weekend, and so far I'm enjoying it. The Bubble Water Slide Hydration Treatment and the Paula's Choice 5% Niacinamide Body Treatment are all some dupes or alternatives. So those are worth mentioning. If you're on a budget, check some of those out. Or if you haven't tried, or if you've tried a lot of other brightening products and want something more unique, check out that Brighten-L ingredient. Okay, so with a 10 being a perfect score, I have this one a 9. The only thing I have with it is it's expensive. But it might be worth trying if you have very stubborn dark spots and hyperpigmentation. So anyway, interested hearing from you guys if you had a chance to check this one out yet or not. And if you have what your thoughts are, leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.